let's dive right in. Best Olympic memory?
Well, definitely winning the gold medal in Barcelona in '92.
Okay, now the question is, did you bite that gold medal, make sure it was real?
Yeah, I recall doing that once or twice. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
What's the best night out in the town in Barcelona, Spain?
Oh man, boy, every night after winning the gold medal, pretty much.
All right, best nickname in high school?
Oh gosh, I don't know. Oh, Wally, I guess. Yeah.
Pretty simple.
Yeah.
Pretty standard. All right, your daughter, synchronized swimmer. Have you ever thought about giving the sport a try?
No, I can't say that I have, and I hope I never asked you. Yeah.
Okay, who has the bigger smile then, Silken Laman or yourself?
Oh, definitely Silken. Yeah.
I think that's slam dunk. No competition there. Favorite sport other than rowing?
Oh gosh, I'd say it's got to be close. Cross country skiing, triathlon.
Nice.
You know.
It's very different. No water at all.
No. Well, the frozen water. Yeah.
I suppose. Yeah. All right, we'll wrap it up with the best thing about being a rower.
The peace and serenity of being on the water, Elk Lake, early in the morning, mist rising, and the water like glass.
Sounds gorgeous. This has been another quick shift brought to you by
John Wallace.
All right, thank you, Mike. It's time for my mom's favorite part of the show now, Jeff. She just loves Plays of the Week.
She does?
Plays of the Week is brought to you by Spank Sports, BC's largest selection of soccer, rugby, and football stuff.
All right, Paulie, get a rolling here with the Colonist Cup. Red Line Norfolk looking to defend their title against Claremont, and check out this goal from Lucas to Amaro. Nice finish, and his own church's optional party. Victoria Grizzly party this week as well. Here's an OT winner from rookie Everton Richardson. Kevin Bieksa making some friends against the Penguins. He can fight, but he just can't control the blue line, or patrol it at least. Misses the puck, and guess who's waiting? Said the kid, there's an automatic. Yeah, big game this week for Steven Stamkos. Scores his first goal in the first, gets his second here in the second, and then finishes off the night with the hat-trick marker. Lightning won this game 8-7. That is crazy. Yeah, that is crazy. Talk about mastering the arcade. This lady hit over 200 shots in a row with the basketball. Still basketball. Watch this dunk from Blake Griffin. Elevates and just throws it in. That's nasty. UV fight getting nasty as well. Mike Burke slamming one home with authority. And now why Jeff Ding is smiling so much today. West Bono and Calgary, take it away. Oh yeah, my Riders get it done against the Stamps. Great catch by Kerry Coates. And the green and white off to the Great Cup, my friend. Let's go back to Color's Cup. He has penalty kick. Claremont scores, and then Claremont keeper Eric Cochran plays hero, making the huge stop, and bedlam ensues. Yes, congratulations to both teams, all three, including the Riders. The best Color's Cup in recent history. Claremont are the champs. All right, coming up after the break, we have NHL great Jeff Courtnall and VIJHL president Greg Batters in the Sports League. Yes, Paulie, but first a look at some island standings.
Island standings are brought to you by Robbins Parking, proudly supporting local community and events.
Hi, I'm Tess Van Stratton, and I hope you'll join us as we gather donations for the community. Come to the 17th annual CHEK drive-thru on December 10th at the Accent Inn on Blanchard. Bring non-perishable food items and reusable clothing for the Salvation Army to give to the needy.
Come meet your favorite CHEK personalities. Let's make this the best year ever. The 17th annual CHEK Christmas drive-thru, Friday, December 10th from 5 to 7 at the Accent Inn on Blanchard. Proudly sponsored by Save On Foods.
Sit back in comfort at Coons Junction Furniture, the biggest little furniture store on the island. Traditional to contemporary, pick the decor of your choice. There's no compromise in quality here. You'll find superb designs at the island's lowest prices. At Coons Junction Furniture, we carry the highest percentage of BC and Canadian-made furniture on the island. And delivery is only $50 anywhere from Victoria to Port Hardy. At the corner of the Coons-Fulton Junction on the Alberni Highway. Visit Coons Junction Furniture and sit back in comfort.
T-Mars Sports Cage is brought to you by Country Grocer. You'll feel like family.
Welcome back to Game On. You were in the sports cage, and I know we've got to get a new name for this segment. Paul Hayes, of course, Jeff Corporal joining us tonight, NHL great and former Victoria Cougar, and Greg Batters, former Cougar, former assistant coach with the Salmon Kings. We'll get to some Salmon Kings talk in a bit, but we'll start with you, Jeff. And I think you came in third in the Royal Victoria Marathon.
I was third at the start line, but no, it was fun. It was a great run, and that's a great challenge, and that's my second time, so I enjoy it.
What are you keeping busy at these days?
Working, trying to keep my gravel pit in Duncan busy, and my building here in Victoria mainly.
Nice.
I'm talking about being busy right now. Greg Batters, you were the president of the Vancouver Island Junior Hockey League. President now for about 3-4 months. How's it going so far?
It's been challenging, but it's been good. I mean, there's some great people involved in the league. There's some great owners, and there's some real good players, and some of the coaches are. I'm thrilled to be working with some of the coaches.
Absolutely. Now, I guess we got the hockey guys here, so let's talk about the big issue in hockey right now, and that's headshots. And Jeff, I know it was a huge issue in your career, ended your career. It's still such a huge issue in the NHL and in all the leagues across Canada and across the world. Where is it at right now? Is it somewhere that it can be worked on, or I mean, what's the issue like right now?
Well, I think the issue really, it's interesting, when I retired from the game, it was from a headshot when I wasn't looking, and knocked me out, and then I came back and played and got another concussion. I know when I retired that, Bettman told me that they were going to really crack down on it, and it's been very difficult. I think in the past, players were basically, pretty much policed internally by the other guys in teams. When I played in Boston, basically from 83 to 88, if anyone did that to Ray Bork, they would not have got out of that building alive. There would have been a bench clearing brawl. And so it didn't happen. Yeah. And now it's gotten worse and worse. And then all the young kids coming up now playing with masks and visors, they always have their sticks up.
Well, tell me about that, because, the players in Vancouver Island Junior League and junior hockey, period, they emulate what they see in the National Hockey League. So that's got to be something that, is a big concern as far as the Vancouver Island Junior League goes as well, Greg.
Yeah, we've had some issues with shots to the head and just the lack of respect for their opponents. I concur with Jeff in the fact that if, the players need to police the players. Right. You can have 4 refs, 5 refs, 6 refs, and it's not going to make a difference. I mean, you see with the amount of officials today, and basically people in suits in New York City or Toronto are policing the game via videotape, but that's too late.
But how do you battle that? I mean, there's a fine line between a nice hard check that just happens to be with the shoulder and a guy bringing up his elbow. There's so much gray area. Is it just all to the ref's discretion, the league's discretion, or, how do you battle it right from the onset?
I think personally, the players need to police themselves. I think you have, and I hate to use a name, but like a player like Matt Cook, there's no accountability for his actions ever. He doesn't have to fight.
So when he goes back and fights the next game in Boston, he fights because of the Mark Savard hit. Is that policing himself? Is that saying, or no?
Like Jeff said, if Mark Savard is a premier player in the league and he gets knocked out from a questionable cheap hit, it's a blindside hit for sure. Right then and there, 10 years ago, somebody was taking his head off.
But it's bizarre because for people that are outside of hockey and they look at hockey, they say the problem with hockey is the fighting. But that's not the problem with hockey. Would you agree? It's the lack of fighting in some ways. Because there's one thing to have 2 heavyweights go at it, but it's another thing for some guy to go and police another guy for saying, hey, you just took a liberty on the guy on my team.
Probably the best example that I can give from my whole career was playing with Gene and Logic. And basically, when Pablo Bure came to Vancouver, after we played teams for about a year, they all started to get it that, okay, if we go after Bure like we are, one of our better players is going to get it. So they stopped, and that allowed Bure to score the goals he scored and be the player that he is. You see the game now, you see guys like Crosby fighting. It's crazy, but people don't want to turn the TV on to see him fight and see him sit in the box for 7 minutes. And it is an example of him. Basically he fought a guy just because of something that their other team did. Well, stuff like that happens, and it is part of the game.
Let's talk about attendance as far as locally goes and hockey here on Vancouver Island, because there's a story in the TC just a couple weeks ago about the Salmon Kings. Their attendance is down. The Victoria Grizzlies attendance is down. You were a coach with the Grizzlies before. You were a coach with the Salmon